Yeah, I think you guys have anything else to say on this topic?
Oh man, winner circle, right?
All right. All right, so we have the winner circle for today. I am so excited. We organized a podium of the 3 best, people of the week and the biggest stories of the week. So, what do you got, Russell? Who's your winner?
My winner circle person for this week is defensive end Chris Long. Now, Chris Long has been a really good player in the NFL for about 10 years plus now. That's the brother of Kyle Long, right guard for the Chicago Bears, and son of Howie Long, who's an analyst on Fox. Chris Long has been in the forefront of the equality movement and in support of equal rights for all minorities for a long time.
Yes.
And he's done a really good job of being in the forefront of the whole Charlottesville thing because he's from Charlottesville. He went to UVA, played there.
Did not know
and after the Charlottesville thing happened, he donated his first 6 game checks to scholarships in Charlottesville, free equal education. And then it came out today that Chris Long is donating the rest of his 10 game checks for this season to all the places he played. So he played for the Patriots, he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and they started his career with St. Louis Rams. So he's donating his last 10 game checks to educational programs created to create educational quality for all students in inner cities. So really big shout out to Chris Long. You really need people who walk the walk and talk the talk, and he's been doing it for over a decade now. So really good job by Chris Long.
That's a bad white boy. Eric, take notes.
Yeah.
Cause your people don't be giving no money away. So
we give money away. We give money away in contracts, contracts. Joel Embiid, he can tell you, my people give the money away. Okay, we give the money away.
Right. That's not the kind of Africans we need y'all to give money to, though.
We started with somebody. We started with Joel Embiid. We'll work our way down.
Russ is like, I hate these niggas.
All right. Who's your winner?
Oh, my winner is Kenley Hansen, the closing pitcher for the Dodgers. He has been amazing. 6-0 in the playoffs, and I think he is definitely one of the biggest parts of that. He comes in. He comes in the last 2 innings or the 9th inning, and he does his thing. He does his job. Don't cause no problems. He's a beast. He's just a good dude. He's from Curacao. I just want to give him a shout out because I think unless your name's not Mariano Rivera, you don't get a lot of love these days as a closing pitcher. So I just want to show him some love. Kenley, keep it going. Let's win the World Series.
I'm kind of shocked because we were at the Arsenal together, and when Justin Turner hit the home run, you're like, Justin Turner is a god! And he didn't even make your winner circle?
I already talked about him, though.
Oh, okay.
You can't give gingers too much love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I'll just learn not to listen to you when you say someone's a god. But for me, the winner circle, I'm just going to keep it simple. Michaela Maroney.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about anything involved in this. I just want to talk about your courage, and you're the winner today.
That face she made in that meme, that was gold.
Yeah, that was really funny, by the way. Side note, that actually always made me laugh.
So she wins. She's
that's just cool as hell. Yeah, she's very brave for what she did, very courageous. And so the pure opposite of Michaela Maroney, the podium of shame. Let's get into it. Who are your 3 the worst people in the sports this week? Who do you got?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
Dog, you're a loser. Like straight up, you're a loser. Like it's ridiculous how he does this thing where he tries to sit on the fence so much. We know where you're leaning, bro. Like stop. Just tell the truth. Just say you don't care about what's going on in the world. You just want your check and you want the players to fall in line. We know who you are. Stop trying to fake. So first of all, he does this thing where they don't enforce the rule where players have to stand for the national anthem. They don't make that a rule. He convinces the owners not to do that. But then he also says in his statement, I think with all of our fans that I think our fans want the players to stand for the national anthem and respect the country, and that's our statement as the NFL. We want the players to do so too. So, okay, so you don't make the rule for them to do it, but then you're going to basically tell them this is what you need to do in the press conference. And then you say your fans want the players to do this. That means you're overlooking a lot of fans that are this color, because I don't give a damn about them standing up or not. And there's a lot of fans that don't either. Black, white, Asian, whatever. They care more. They actually care about black people and people of color being oppressed. And so the thing is, Roger Goodell cares more. And he said, basically, he discounts the protest because he said there's only about a half dozen players protesting. That's not true. There's been so many more players to protest over the last couple of weeks. Is it for the right reasons? We can talk about that later. But he says hopefully over the next coming weeks we can get that down to 0 by talking to the players. No, you're not going to get it down to 0 because you're not doing anything about the issue that they started protesting for at hand in the first place. And so we see these people in power like Roger Goodell caring more about getting black people to shut up than actually fixing the problems that we're talking about. We shut up if you did something to fix the problem. There's so many people in power in the NFL and so much money that they can work with politicians to pass legislation for police reform and things to de-escalate these events and all these kind of things. But he doesn't want to do that because that's either, I guess, outside of his job description, and it's just when you don't care about something, it's easy to overlook it. And so he continues to play the fence like he's like this politician, like Hillary Clinton, like one day he's right, one day he's left, and he expects us to just eat it like we're stupid. And so Roger Goodell, you're on my podium shame. You're a dork. You're a loser. So we need a new commissioner in the NFL, or we just need to start the new Negro NFL. Sway Lee from Ray Shermer said if they started a new league, he'd throw in 200,000. So
there you go.
P Diddy, where you at?
Russell, what's your podium of shame this week?
My podium shame is Luke Kuechly and the Carolina Panthers. Luke Kuechly suffered his 3rd concussion in the last 3 seasons on Thursday night. They played Thursday night football, yeah. And this was the 3rd reported concussion in the last 3 years. God knows how many other concussions Luke Kuechly has had. Every reported concussion that he has been very severe. A lot of people will know that 2 years ago, Luke Kuechly suffered a concussion where he was so shook by it, he started like bawling on the field.
Yeah, that was
It had to help him off. He did not know where he was. Bulletins, they're like, if you separate a shoulder or dislocate a shoulder, after you get the first one, it's a lot easier to get him down the road. And so, like I said, you don't know how many concussions Luke Kuechly has had. And I think himself, players aren't going to be able to protect themselves. Let's be honest. You're going to have a guy like Luke Kuechly, who's a football guy, I'll die on a football field. But then we have the Carolina Panthers. How many times do you have to run this guy out here and he's literally killing himself before you say, all right, like, we know you love playing for the Panthers, but maybe this isn't your thing anymore. Maybe your body's telling you can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that play football and don't have the concussion issues like Luke Kuechly. Some people are just more susceptible. And Luke Kuechly's body is telling him you're more susceptible to concussions than other people.
Yeah. Also,
one thing I'm concerned about is the family and friends of Luke Kuechly. Because or anybody like that down and say, hey man, I know you love this game. I know you make a lot of money playing this game, but I want you around for a long time.
Exactly.
And you're not going to do it playing football and running your head in running backs for the next 10 years.
Exactly.
Like if Niles were to continue playing football after high school and he was continuing to get concussion after concussion, I'd be like, look, bro, I know you've become accustomed to the lifestyle that we live, but I want you around here to play with my kids and so they can know their Uncle Niles. I can tell them a story about, hey, back in the day, your uncle used to do this. He could tell me there's yourself.
Exactly.
It's just one of those things you kind of wonder where his head's at, where the head of the parents and family are they their thoughts in his pockets, as opposed to his actual life. Yeah. Because when he's not here anymore, you'd be like, well, I'm still in the NFL. Right. No, you should be looking in the mirror because it might be your fault.
Exactly. It's sad because Luke was such a young superstar, and I'm definitely on the side of maybe he should hang it up, man. Because 2, 3, 4 concussions in a row, that's getting to some uncharted waters.
Yeah, it's something that's going to affect the future of the NFL, and it's something they're having trouble with both sides of it. They don't even know how to legislate a proper hit, and then players don't even know how to give a proper hit. Mm-hmm. You saw Kiko Alonso for the Dolphins when he picked up the guy instead of throwing him down. Yeah. And it looks funny at the time, but it's like you feel for these guys. They don't even know what to do at the time, and it's like they're caught in between it. And when does it become flag football?
Right. Right.
You know, and so it's something that the NFL needs to think about in the coming years.
Yeah.
All right, we should probably get to my podium of shame, and I really don't think this is the worst person of the week, but I just thought I'd make this personal. I went to the University of Utah versus USC game. It was a really fun game, and we tied the game. We were about to tie the game with a last-second touchdown. We got the touchdown, and instead of going for a point after touchdown, our coach decides to go for 2 for some reason. The whole section was freaking out, saying, "Why are you going for 2? Let's go into overtime." And then they didn't, and now my Utes are not undefeated anymore. Or actually, wait, no, we lost twice now. You know, it's not a great season, but it hurt. It hurt me. So Kyle Whittingham, why'd you go for 2? You're on my podium of shame. It sucks.
Bad coaching.
Yeah.
I was checking the score and I was like, oh, okay, Eric and them about to win, and then I was like, oh damn, Aaron and them because I checked the game after. But yeah, that was a great podium shame. I think all 3, Roger Goodell, Luke Kuechly situation, and just terrible coaching. Like that was definitely the downside of sports this week.
Well, I think Luke Kuechly and it's really the Carolina Panthers. That's really tough. And then Roger
situation.
Goodell, it's two failures of the NFL really. Like what would you?
NFL is taking L's this year, man.
So do you think Roger Goodell?
I'd put Roger Goodell number 1 because I feel like he could affect the most change right now with the climate that we're in with the league, and he's not taking advantage of that.
Just so you know, I think Roger Goodell is the first person in the history of the show to win multiple medals in the Podium of Shame. So
he's gotten it a good 3 to 4 weeks we've been doing the show.
He might have all the medals. He might have bronze, silver, and gold. So we're proud of you. We're proud of you, Roger Goodell. Keep maybe get on the winner's circle one week and do something right.
He's a loser.
But yeah, let's go Roger Goodell gold again.
Roger Goodell
gold because he really causes what's happening in silver.
He does.
And then Kyle, it's a bronze, but come on, man.
He's still there.
Come on.